been writing for 5 years, and in that 5 year period, I'd amassed about, I don't know, 30 something songs that were okay, and maybe I had album words of songs.
Yeah.
And then my music at the time was reflective of like faith and stuff and religion at the time, because that was kind of what I was in. And then since then, I've kind of stepped away from that, and I'm just writing music, just about life. And so basically, like I said, I've been writing all that stuff and released maybe I released 5 singles before. I had a name change, it was a whole thing, got that sorted. And since then, I'll say, so after lockdown, and just a little bit before, I started I wanted to find out who I was musically. I think, I don't know what it was, but I was presenting a version of myself and not all myself. So I was only giving a little bit. And I just wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with what I was putting out. I felt it was restrictive. I felt restricted, and I just wanted to kind of break away from that. So that took a while. That was a lot of personal and, creative stuff. And then now I'm in a space where I'm able to just write about what's important to me. So in lockdown, I kind of started this challenge to myself to kind of write from other people's perspectives. Okay. So I wrote this entire EP about love and the different ways we interact with love. So unrequited love, when love has gone sour and it's gone stale and it's gone kind of like, I wrote about like platonic love. So I just was interested in writing about these. I was writing from like this fictional characters in mind. Yeah. But I can imagine people when the EP comes out, people are going to think, right, he's been through a lot. No,
he's been around a bit.
He's been around a bit, exactly. Like, right, he's been in here, there's that. But, so it was a challenge to kind of just like take myself out of my head and write from that perspective. And it was a great challenge to do. I got like 8 songs out of it. Maybe 5 of them will probably make the EP. But I was really interested in that idea of, because my last relationship was like 2014. I know it's sad. Whew, that was a long time ago. 2014 was how many years now? 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So like there's part of that was intentional. So 4 years of that since 2014 was intentional. I just need to figure out my shit. Like figure out this, just sort that out. And then since then, I was kind of like, okay, so I think I've kind of got this down. So where's everybody at? Like, and the universe was like, no,
not yet.
Just like dates that never went anywhere. Just got really, really annoying and really tiring. So, but I was like, I'm that person that all my friends come to for like advice, relationship advice. And I just have all their stories in a pot. So I was just like pulling from here, pulling from there, and mixing these things. But I think for me, it was the core thing was, looking at love. How do we interact with love? And I think a big one was unrequited love. I think that's one of the ones that's really, really hard for people to kind of, swallow. When you falling for someone or you and it's just not reciprocated. It's like, that's hard. And it's a tough pill to swallow, or just when love just doesn't work anymore. Like, being able to love someone but not be good for that person. Yeah. Things like that. So that's what kind of things I was writing about. So I'm excited for it. I just need to record these songs now. But I didn't think I answered the actual process. The process is very I think it's very music driven first. I need like the music to kind of drive it first. So it's chords. A chord progression has to kind of give me something like, what are we working with here? Like, I think I tend to play with a lot of minors. So, because I'm just a sad person, just make them cry, make them weep, But I think chord progressions have to move me first. And then I'll play chord progression, record it on my phone. I have I can show you. I have so many recordings, and I'll probably play something. I always wanted to do this to just like show people like it doesn't just come like that. There's just ones I'll literally wake up like kind of thing. Really bad. Just just putting the ideas down. So the music first, and then I don't try to force it. Like if the music comes and it's like, oh, this is really nice, and maybe like as a chorus that comes or a verse that comes, I just sit with it, and if it doesn't come, I park it, leave it. And I'm telling you, there's songs that 2 months later I'll come back to, because the thing is, I was like, this music needs words and lyrics that are worthy of the music, and I don't know how to force that, because when you force that shit, it doesn't work. Work.
In terms of so like when you're writing, let's say you got the chords and you're writing the melody and stuff, are you doing like because a lot of people we spoke to before use like not sonics, what's it called?
No, just like vowel sounds.
Like vowel sounds, and then they'll like build words and stuff like that. Do you go with that sort of approach?
I've got to play something for you. I'm gonna put this in the mic. It's I do that.
Right.
So I'll like I'm gonna have a topic or something I want to write about, but like it would inspire like certain vowel sounds. So it'd be like that. Let me find some for you.
Yeah,
Let me find some for you.
Interested to hear, man.
I wish I planned this and prepared and found one.
Don't want to pick the wrong one.
Yeah, don't want to. Like, look at this. This is just like recordings.
See, do you label mine? Because I don't label mine.
I didn't used to do that before, and then I grew up.
Thanks, bud.
Just telling you, like, I really was like, this is not. No, you're an adult. Like, you have to. I would like. I started labeling it, so I'll just like. Yeah, before it just be like, you can see it has like, because Apple does it where it puts the place we recorded it. Yeah. So I've got Ebenezer Apostolic Church, because this church is right next to my house. So there's a lot of Ebenezer Apostolic Church versions one. Riff Guitar, Apartment 12A.
Wow.
As the Superstar. Just random, because it just saves it as that.
So do you get a lot of stuff like just as you're going out and about then?
Anywhere it comes, right? It could be like I've been watching a film and like the score does something, and it's like there's a thrill or there's like a melody. It's like, oh, that melody sounds really good. Steal it, record it, and then come back and just workshop it to the point where I'm able to kind of find something from it. Yeah. But yeah, let's see. Let's try.
Let's hear something.
Let's try. Let's do.
Pick wisely, man. I don't believe you have the nerve to do
pressure.
this. Some of my like. At home
I'm doing this because I know I don't have the nerve to, but I'm forcing myself to get out my own feelings.
No, that's bullshit. I like it.
Yeah, what's it called? Borderline, the song I played, started as In the Middle, but In the Middle wasn't the...
Oh, this is... Okay, so, let's hear that.
So let's see if we can actually... Let me... New copy. Oh, this one had lyrics. This is a good one.
But
let me find one without lyrics.
Just like lyrics.
This one must have just come really.
Does that happen sometimes though, where it just sort of
sometimes the lyrics will just flow, and those moments are so golden. You feel like you have a connection with the universe, and everything is just like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. And then and what I've learned to stop doing is chasing those moments, because those moments are what they are for a reason. It doesn't always happen that way. It doesn't always happen that way. And I used to feel bad because I wasn't getting those moments. But chasing that is like chasing. You can't. So I got used to like realizing, no, you can't chase those moments. They happen. They're magical for a reason. And sometimes those songs don't even go anywhere. They're just for you to explore that feeling in that moment. Yeah. And you realize, actually, this is not a song for anybody. This is just to get what's in here out and it's done. Yeah, exactly. There's borderline karma. Well, yeah, what we lost in the fire. This is so sad.
Let's hear it. Go on.
Bring it back.
Let's run that back. I want to hear that in all its glory.
Oh my god! I can't believe.
I can't believe you do this, but this is all good.
But I'm gonna play that one.
I think people will find it interesting, especially non-musicians that are watching.
Yeah, just like, what is it?
Just to understand the madness of the musician mind.
There's no words.
Nice, man.
There's no words, by the way. So that's what.
Yeah. That sounds great, man.
I have a lot of mouth words, just like. That's the one you heard before. Okay.
Yeah, can we hear that
That
one?
one,
That
yeah.
one. That was pretty. I was interested in that one. Vibing.
So, I took the Polaroid pictures in the morning of your features in the memory of my heart. How they find anything. I should do
I like it, man.
And they cut up my heart. I realize there's we lost in the fire.
It's got a vibe, man. It's got a vibe.
Yeah.
I like. So, is that a tune that you've finished?
So this is a song. This is, I think, is going to be the title of the EP. It's called
Right.
yeah, and it's at 8% done.
Right.
But that's where it started from. Because that's the vibe. Because you have to get that.
Yeah.
You have to get that.
Because it's in your head, isn't it, man? Like, yeah, it's so hard to like.
I can't believe I just did
Nah, man, it's really interesting, and you know what I find interesting about that as well is because like I've not heard you in that way before.
Right.
Yeah,
That kind of like
yeah.
super raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you ever listen to like Bon Iver's like first album?
Yes.
Super like just like you hear all the noise
Yeah.
on the table. And
Yeah.
that was a really interesting like way to hear your stuff like that. You know, it's
Yeah, the process is its thing in the sense that I'm not precious anymore. And
Yeah.
I think I'm grateful that I've learned that now. I'm not precious. Like, before I used to be like, this is the song, this is the single, it's gonna do it, and it's like, and then the single comes out, it's like, oh, okay, actually, you liked it.
again,
Yeah. You know.
because you build on all that. You're just creating the story again, aren't you?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
You don't need to, yeah.
Exactly. So it was a lot of that, and I think not being precious and just allowing myself to kind of just explore.
Thank you for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to catch up on new episodes every week. Also, check us out on our Facebook and Instagram at RecRooms, where you can find out about our other exciting music series. We also have this and all our other episodes of the podcast up on our RecRooms YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. See you next time.